The King's Baton Relay, an iconic event uniting every territory and nation in the Commonwealth leading up to the Commonwealth Games. The 2026 Glasgow Commonwealth Games marks a series of firsts. This will be the first Games held under the current monarch, King Charles III. This is also the first time that each of the 74 nations will receive their own individual batons to decorate with their cultural elements. Montserrat's baton was decorated by local artist Kelvin Tabu Dubry. Dubry's final creation showcases the Montserrat oriole bird and heliconia flower, representing Montserrat's breathtaking natural habitat. The clock tower is also present, once a place of public rallies and gatherings, which boasted the veterans' plaque. The Montserrat masquerades are featured on the second side, a symbol of Montserrat's vibrant culture. The third side portrays the Plymouth Roundabout, the former center of discussion and a place of learning, where persons went to sit and watch the flow of life and socialize with friends and loved ones. Speaking about the design, Dubry says the baton symbolizes beauty and tranquility, the essence of Montserrat. He says the baton highlights life as it was before the Soufriere Hills volcanic eruption and the beauty of the Emerald Isle. The baton's journey through Montserrat began on May 5th with a beach cleanup at the Margarita Bay, where several community groups, along with members of the public, came together to remove waste from the beach. This is the first time Commonwealth Sport is partnering with the Royal Commonwealth Society to deliver the Commonwealth Clean Oceans Plastics campaign, bringing much-needed attention to ongoing ocean conservation efforts. On the second day of the Montserrat leg of the baton relay, the baton was carried from the Bank of Montserrat Limited to the Governor's office by local athletes. The athletes then ran with the baton around the government headquarters, along with students from the island's schools. At the Governor's office, a ceremony was held celebrating the baton and Montserrat's connection to the Commonwealth. In her speech, the acting Premier at the time, Honourable Veronica Dorset-Hector, noted the significance of the Commonwealth Games and the King's Baton Relay.
The Commonwealth Game and the King's Baton Relay is our journey, our victories. Today we wear shirts carrying both symbols of the baton and the 3 V's in red, yellow and blue, each distinct yet joined, champion the values of humanity, equality and destiny, and representing the triumphant victory of athletes. The 6 points represent our connectedness, our diversity, our cultures coming together. Each of the batons contain one word from the King's speech. Our word is generosity, and we are known for that. This baton speaks to taking the best of our tradition and reshaping it for the future, inviting innovation and sustainability because the wood from which it was made was ethically grown. You have already heard that there's 74 batons and they've got 2 handles there. That reflects collaboration, partnership, that we can do it together.
The Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports, Honourable John P. Osborne, spoke about the importance of Montserrat's participation in the Commonwealth Games, as well as the opportunity for youth engagement through the relay.
The King's Baton Relay was actually created specifically to celebrate and connect nations and communities across the Commonwealth. Although we see Montserrat as small, our participation in the Baton Relay affirms our identity as a member of the Commonwealth on a global scale. Normally, the baton comes already designed, but this year, the baton came plain and was designed, and I'm proud to say this, by none other than Mr. Kelvin Tabu Dubry. If you look at the baton, you see how beautiful it is, because we got to add our own cultural flair and exhibit some of Montserrat's rich heritage on the baton. As the Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, I would like to say that I'm happy that the Baton Relay provides an opportunity for youth and community engagement. I'm happy that the baton is actually carried by our students and athletes, and therefore it fosters a sense of pride and connection, especially among the younger generation, and encourages life and involvement, encourages youth who will be involved in public life and involvement in sports.
The Baton made several stops around the country throughout the week. On May 7th, it was taken to all the schools where students had the opportunity to interact with it. The children were also invited to an athletic happy hour that same day, where the Baton was also present. On May 9th, the Baton was taken to various sites around Montserrat, including Plymouth, St. George's Hill, Bransby Point, and the War Memorial. At Little Bay, members of the public also had a chance to engage with the Baton. Montserrat first participated in the Commonwealth Games in 1994 in Victoria, Canada. The island has been represented at every Commonwealth Games since then. A delegation will also be sent to the 2026 Games. Traditionally, the Baton takes 500 days to reach every corner of the Commonwealth. All 74 Batons will be reunited in Glasgow. The Glasgow Commonwealth Games will take place in July of 2026. For ZJB On the Move, I am Victoria Chalmers.